Hello, sweet friends of the Nyappers community and sweet friends far and near. I am going to use a brick today, as well as a belt. And yeah, so today, oh yeah, my shoulders are tight. I don't know about you. Let's just sit on our brick for a minute, maybe in hero pose, just to land here together. So your knees will be together, your feet apart, and you'll put your brick between your feet and take a seat. If this doesn't work, you can turn your brick higher or stack two bricks if your knees are not happy with this. And let's just take a minute to land here together. So, good. Our practice today, since we have just passed the solstice, is going to include some sun salutations in order to welcome back the returning of the light. And other than that, we'll maybe open our shoulders a little bit, which, as we know, opens our hearts. And we're going to end our practice together today with a little bit of meditation, just quiet, seedless meditation, which means the focus will just be on, just letting go of everything. So I'll guide you into that a little bit later in our practice. But let's just begin for a minute by warming our shoulders up a little bit. So take your shoulders up by your ears and scrunch them up, because that's what we've been doing when we get stressed. So scrunch them up, deep breath in, scrunch them higher, and then exhale, let them go. And let's do that again, scrunching, scrunch your face even, scrunch everything up. And then let it go. And one more. Good. And then let's just roll those shoulders out a little bit big, bringing them up by the ears and down and back a couple times. Inhaling up by the ears, exhaling down and back. And again, inhaling up by the ears, exhaling down and back. Good. And just continue that for a moment. Maybe reverse direction. So inhaling up, forward, and down. Good. And a couple more of those. Good. And then from here, let's just take the belt and do a couple of these where we're inhaling up and we're exhaling down and back. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. Inhaling up, exhaling down and back. Oh, yes. And just try to keep the belt straight, the arms straight, and forward. And then inhaling up, exhale, one arm up, the other one down and back. Stretch it out by pulling the belt in each direction. Inhale to transition, exhale the other way. Good. Inhale. Yeah, for some reason, this time of year, the shoulders can get very tight. So it's just good to open them up before practice a little bit. And then just releasing that. And then let's just take our hands to our heart centers for a moment. Bow our head, connect to the light within. Connecting the light within to the light of the universe, of the stars, of the moon, of the sun, of consciousness. And maybe just making a little dedication of your practice. Could be for an increase in health for you or someone else. It could be a prayer for, those who are the leaders of our world or the powers that be, that their hearts be open. Could be anything at all, but just set an intention for this practice. And then let your crown float up to heaven, your spine become very straight. And let's just seal our intention with a very big breath. And as you inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Stretch up like you're just waking up, and then exhale, seal that intention through your third eye, through your mind, and back to your heart. 2 more breaths like that. Big breath in, sweep the arms out and up, stretch up. Exhale, seal your prayer, seal your intention into the heart. And 1 more. And sealing. Good. And then just bring your left arm out to the side a little bit and take your right arm and let's just come up and over. Big stretch, just walk right out. Try to stay equal through your sitting bones, stretch the side body a little bit. And then inhale to come back up and walk the opposite arm out, come up and over. Really stretching open. While you do this, let your heart roll up a little bit, let the back of the neck be long and soft, and then come back up. Let's do that in both directions again. Deep breath in, exhale up and over, big stretch, reach out. Inhaling up, exhaling over. Good, inhaling up, and just exhale, release that. Excellent. Next, I would like you to come into a child's pose. So with child's pose, you can move your brick out of the way. Your knees are going to be apart. Your big toes are touching. And just slowly creep your hands forward. If you can have your buttocks to the heels, do that. Let your third eye rest and let your palms roll up. And just come to rest here for a moment. Take a couple deep breaths. If you can breathe right into the lower back, right into the kidney area, in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you inhale, you're inhaling beautiful, vital energy into the lower back, into the kidneys. Deep breath in. And exhale, just softening, letting go, relaxing. 2 more of those. Big breath in. Spreading the kidney area, opening it up, filling it with love and light. And exhale, letting go. 1 more. Good. And then coming up just a little bit onto the forearms. Let's inhale and sweep that left arm up, all the way up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, weave it underneath your right armpit. Come down onto the shoulder. You can creep that left arm forward if you want a little bit. And just stretch that shoulder out. Take a breath into that stretch, letting the shoulders open. See if you can relax your neck and relax your lower back and your belly. Just being here together. Inhale to unweave. Exhale back onto the forearms. Spine is long and straight. Inhale, sweeping right arm up. Big breath in. Exhale, weaving the fingertips under the opposite armpit. Coming down to the shoulder, down, softening the neck, and just stretching that left arm forward. Trying to stay level in the shoulder blades and soft in the tops of your shoulders. Soft in the neck, soft in the belly, soft in the heart. Big breath into the stretch, wherever you feel it the most. Inhaling to unweave, exhaling the arm forward, letting go. Good, and then coming right up onto all fours. Let's just take a cat-cow. So I'm just gonna turn to the side for a minute so you can see. So inhale, oh yes, tail goes up, chin goes up, chest lifts, exhale, carving the tail under, arching the back, dropping the chin. Few more of these with breath, exaggerating the movements, inhaling, exhaling, squeezing the breath out, following your breath, enlivening your spine, stretching it out. Another one in each direction. Big breaths, always through the nose. And then inhaling to tabletop position. Let's curl the toes under. Take a big breath in and exhale. Come up for a dog. Good. You can widen your dog a little if you want, and just take a minute to lift those hips up high and feel the stretch up into the shoulders and from the hips down through the heels, stretching the hamstrings. If you want to bend one knee and then the other, just walk your dog for a minute. Let the stretch come into the hips, release and soften your neck. Exploring a little movement with breath. Keeping the apex of your pose nice and high. Inhale and look up between the hands, and on the exhale, start to slowly walk forward. And then just once your feet are underneath your knees, just let yourself hang here loosely for a minute. Let your shoulders go and your neck go and your knees soften a little bit. Maybe shake your head yes or no, and just let go. Good, and then place your hands right on your shins, and let's inhale and straighten the spine forward into Ardha Uttanasana, nice and long. Big breath in, and then exhale, full Uttanasana, forward fold. This time the legs a little bit straighter. Then hands on the shins, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full Uttanasana, letting go. And one more, hands on the shins. Inhale, stretch the spine forward. Exhale, release it down. Oh, yes. And then pressing into the feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive up by stretching the arms out and all the way up to heaven. And exhale the hands to the heart. Good. And then just come for a moment here into presence, into grounding. Let's connect to the earth beneath us. Your feet can be hip width apart. And just send your roots down. Send your roots down right through your feet. Find the inner edges of your feet. Stretch your toes forward and your heels back. Find the outer edges of your feet. Stretch your toes forward and your heels back. And then that space right beneath the ball of your foot, right in the center beneath the ball of your foot, just send a root right down into Mother Earth there. And from that root, reaching way down, feel a rise up through your spine, Arise up to the crown of your head, all the way up to heaven. And let your arm bones roll out slightly, slight space beneath your armpits. Arise up through your heart center, a broadening through your heart center, through your shoulders. And an ease, find an ease in your breath, just allowing the breath to move in through the nose and out through the nose, absolutely naturally. As you root down to rise up. And then let's just bring the arms out to the sides, roll the palms open and inhale the arms up, clasping your hands into a steeple grip. Take a big breath in and reach up those index fingers. Then exhale, coming up and over to the left side, a half moon, just to stretch the side body again. Inhale up to the center, exhale, opposite direction. Heart rolls up, chin rolls up a little bit. One more time each way, inhaling up. Grounding through the inner and outer edges of your feet, come over. Inhaling up, exhaling other side, stretch those shoulders wide open. Inhale up, exhale, flower those arms out to the sides. Good, and just roll the shoulders. Let's just take Tadasana for a moment here, and then just let your crown lift up and drop your left ear over to the left shoulder. As you do that, broaden the chest and let that right fingertips just reach down a little bit. Just stretch that neck a little bit. Good. So you're staying broad in your collarbones and shoulders and chest. Inhale the head to center, up to heaven, and then exhale opposite side, ear to shoulder, with an extra reach through the left fingertips down toward the earth. Good. One more time each way. Inhaling up. Exhale, ear to shoulder, left. Reaching through the right fingertips. Broadening through the shoulders. Chin slightly up. Inhale, center, crown lifts. Exhale, opposite side. Just releasing that neck, any amount, reaching down through your left fingertips, broadening through the heart space. Letting your heart be spacious and your neck soft and free. Inhale, center, exhale, release that. Good, so we're going to come into sun salutations next. I'm going to turn to the sides in case you need a visual. You can stay facing forward. First time we're just going to do it plain. Second time we're going to add variations. So first, before we do the sun salutation, we'll go through the variation that we're going to add the second time around on each side. So inhale your fingertips to your heart center. Exhale, step your feet apart. Come nice and wide. Try to get the palms over the ankles, and you're a 5-pointed star, stretching, broadening out in every direction. Just feel that heart space opening into this moment, preparing yourself to be the gift this week, to be absolutely present. Find that breath, find that expansion of your heart, that beauty inside of yourself, that absolute love. And then when you're ready, turn your right toes in, roll the left ones all the way out. Hips are still kind of forward, chest is still kind of forward, arms are charged. Strong roll out of that front leg. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to bend the knee until the knee comes right over the ankle. And there's an opening through the hips here and a charging of the arms into warrior two. If you want to widen the stance a little, you can. Because ideally, eventually, this thigh would come parallel to the earth. And just turn and gaze out over your front fingertips. So from here, from this warrior pose, we're gonna let this back hand go down the back leg. We're gonna roll the palm open of the front hand. And we're gonna come into exalted warrior, bringing that arm up. We're gonna reach down into our feet and up and back with that arm. Let the neck be soft and free. Stretching that side body again. Deep breath in. Keep bending the front knee and grounding through the back, and then exhale back to warrior two. And then straightening the front leg, turn those toes in, roll the other one out right from the top of your thigh, lift the chest up, deep breath in, exhale, we're gonna release and bend this front knee again. We're gonna ground through the outer edge of that back foot. We're gonna let the hips spread open and look out over that front hand. Let the tops of your shoulders be soft and broad. Good. Belly nestles to the spine, chest lifts up. Back hand is gonna go down the back leg, roll the front palm up, and go up and back, reaching up and back. Keep letting the hips open, bending the front knee, grounding through the back leg, up and back. Good, and then returning to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, turn both legs to face forward and step the feet together. Good, and then just roll those shoulders out. Step the feet a little wide and roll the hips out. Release your lower back when you roll your hips. Roll them in one direction, noticing any tension in the hips, and then roll them in the other direction. Just loosening up here. And then we're gonna do sun salutation first without variation, second with variation, nice and slowly, using it as a meditation to welcome back the sun as it's gonna grow lighter and lighter with each passing day. We're gonna just welcome that back. So step your feet together. Like I said, you can face forward. I'm just coming to the side for a visual. Coming to the top of your mat, hands at the heart center. Imagine a beautiful, bright, golden sun. It has been beautiful, bright, and golden. So just see the beauty that we've had lately. And then when you're ready, inhale and sweep your arms out and up, welcoming that sun. Up and back, baby back bend. Exhale, dive forward as if you're diving into a new day, diving into your beautiful life, diving into 2022, which is coming. Inhale, hands to the shins, stretch the spine forward, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, full Uttanasana, let it go. Let your neck go, let everything go. Bend the knees, place your hands alongside your feet. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, big step back with your right foot. Good. And then you want to be long in this runner's lunge. So nice long runner's lunge, looking forward to the beyond the top of your mat. Drop that back knee back down a little bit. Squeeze your outer hips in, and then come up with the arms. Kind of coming forward, up and back. Big breath in. Saluting the sun. Big wide arms. Big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Curl the back toes under and step back. Taking a nice downward facing dog. Lifting the hips high up to heaven. Stretching it out. Big breath in. Exhale, forward into a beautiful plank. The butt is dropped, looking forward, finding the belly nestled to the spine and your strength. When you're ready, you can lower your knees, then your chest and chin, keeping the elbows tight to the body. Inhale. Scoop yourself through to a little cobra pose, grounding through the legs and rising up. Let the lower back get a little stretch, the pelvis. Hood the back of the neck a little bit. Deep breath in. On the exhale, let's come back, knees wide, big toes touch, child's pose stretch. Taking a breath into your child's pose for a moment. Inhaling up to all fours, curling the toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, looking up between your hands. Exhale, step forward with your right, and then your left. And when you're ready, let's inhale, reverse swan dive up to heaven. And then exhaling the hands back to the heart. Release the arms, take Tadasana. Relax for a moment, let go. Good. And then release. And then we'll do the second side. So coming to the top of your mat, you can stay right where you are. Let's begin hands at the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Big breath in. Exhale, dive in. Dive back in. Let go. Release. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Stretch yourself forward. Expand your heart. Exhale, full forward fold, Uttanasana. When you're ready, bend the knees, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna take a big step back with the left foot this time to a runner's lunge. Good. Long runner's lunge, and then dropping the back knee, releasing the toes, squeezing the outer hips in, coming forward and offering your heart up. Big breath. Exhale the hands back down, curl your back toe under. Deep breath in, exhale, step back for a downward facing dog. Lift the hips high, stretching the shoulders, stretching the hips. Big breath in. Exhale, rolling forward into plank. Find your core, drop your butt. Big breath in. Exhale, drop knees. Drop chest and chin. Inhale, Shavasana. Elbows tight to the body, rise up. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees wide, big toes touch, child's pose. Inhale, up, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, big step forward with the right, then the left. Hang loosely and let go. Ground through the feet. Inhale, breathe in, reverse swan dive up toward heaven, and exhale the hands back to the heart. Release. Let go. Excellent. We're going to do this again, this time adding our warrior 2 to exalted warrior variation. So beginning right where you are, top of the mat, inhale, sweep the arms out and up, big breath in. Exhale, dive forward. Letting everything open up, listening to your body. Inhale, hands to the shins. Ardha Uttanasana, stretch the spine forward. Exhale, full Uttanasana, letting go. Inhale, bend the knees, hands by the feet. Exhale, big step back with the right. Runner's lunge. This time, we're gonna plant that back foot on its edge, and we're gonna cartwheel up, and we're gonna take a warrior 2. Good. So bending that front knee, grounding through that back leg, spreading through the hips. Let the back hand go down the back leg, roll the front palm open and come back, stretch back for a warrior 2. Keep bending the front knee, stretch that side body open. Inhaling back to warrior 2. cartwheeling back, down, framing the foot, and stepping back for a downward facing dog. Hips nice and high, deep breath in. Exhale, forward plank position. Big breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin come down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, come up. Big breath. Exhale, child's pose, let go. Inhale, tabletop position, curling toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, big step forward with the right and then the left. Hanging loosely, grounding through the feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, all the way up, gathering life, gathering light. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Last side. Top of the mat. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up, big breath. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, hands to the shins, stretching forward. Exhale, falling forward, releasing the neck. Inhale, bending the knees. Exhale, big step back, this time with the left. Taking a runner's lunge. Planting that back foot, turning it out a little bit. 60-degree angle. Cartwheel yourself up. And then bending your front leg, warrior two. Sink into your warrior, set your sights on what you're going to develop in 2022. Back arm stretches down the leg, palm rolls open, front. Exalted warrior, what are you offering up? What are you offering up for the sake of humanity, for the sake of the whole, for your growth and development, for love? And warrior two again. Finding your strength. And then cartwheeling yourself back down. Bend the front knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Lift that doggy tail high in the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, forward plank position. Find your strength, find your core. Big breath in. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose, rising up. Exhale, knees apart, big toes touch, child's. Inhale into tabletop position, curling the toes over. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking up between the hands. Exhale, big step forward with the left foot and the right foot. Hanging loosely, releasing that which no longer serves you. Freely willing to let go. Pressing into the feet, inhale, reverse swan dive to heaven, gathering up new life. Exhale, hands back to the heart. And release. Tadasana, mountain pose. Eyes closed, allowing yourself to find your steadiness, your connection to heaven and earth, the length in your spine, a softness in your face, ease in your breath. And releasing. Good, excellent. So now we should be feeling a little warmed up by now. So since we're going to meditate after, I think we're going to wind it down. We're going to use the belt to come into our twist. So coming on down, oh yes, this feels good. And have your belt. We're going to lay down on our backs with our knees bent to begin with. spine long. Bend the right knee into your chest. Actually, left knee into your chest, I mean. Strap the belt and press the foot up to the ceiling. Once you have the hips nice and level, you can straighten your right leg out. And just stretch the hamstring out for a minute. Let your legs both be straight and your arms be straight and your hips be level and your neck will be soft. Good. And then bending that knee, keep your belt in your right hand. Take your left arm out to the side, keeping that knee above hip height. Slowly take it over to the side and do a nice twist. Keep reaching through the opposite leg. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, just straighten that leg any amount for a little stretch here. Both legs as straight as they can be, hips one over the other, outer hips in, and this left arm stretching back. Take a breath into this little twist, almost like a revolved triangle pose. And then bending that knee, let's roll back to the center and just release the belt and straighten the leg out and relax for a moment. Bending both knees, we'll do the second side. Knee to chest, stretch that leg up. Oh, yes. Get straightness in the hamstring, levelness in your hips, and then extend the opposite leg as well. And breathe. Back of the neck long. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, bend that knee in towards your chest. Try to get your full footprint on the ceiling. Put the belt in the left hand, right arm out to the side. Big breath in on the exhale, keeping this knee above the hip. Slowly take it over. Good, stack the hips. And the bottom leg is nice and straight. Big breath in on the exhale. We're going to straighten this top leg out. Both legs straight and strong. Hip over hip, outer hips in. Breathing here. Just taking a nice little twist. Maybe turn the neck to look out over the right shoulder if it feels okay. And then when you're ready, bend the knee. Slowly take it back to the center. Release the belt and take a nice relax there. Good. Take a moment to lengthen the back of the neck. Take a moment to let your arms lengthen by your sides. We're going to come into a rest here now and an integration of the work that we did, the stretching of our bodies, the opening of our minds and hearts. Just allow your body to be long and open and soft on your mat. Allow your legs to just let go completely, as wide as your mat. Let them be heavy. Let them be limp. Let them melt. Releasing your hips. Releasing your belly. Releasing your back body onto the mat. Releasing your upper back and shoulders. Just allowing the shoulders to release down into the arms and hands and fingers. Softening everywhere. Softening the throat, the neck muscles, and just allowing your head to become very heavy. Releasing any tension in your forehead, around your eyes, mouth, and jaw. Relaxing your tongue. And softening every last bit of yourself onto the earth. Just allowing everything to be just as it is. Content just to be. And then just staying in this place of softness and openness and freedom. Gently bend your knees, keeping your eyes closed if you can, or very soft. Rolling onto your side, just gently press up to find a seat. Either sitting on your brick cross-legged or in the pose that we began in, with the knees together, feet apart in a brick under your sitting bones. Or even in a chair if you're not comfortable on the floor. Just find a way to a seat where your spine can be completely straight. And I'm just going to set a little timer for us for just a nice little meditation time together. I'm just going to set it for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. So just finding that seat, whatever seat you're choosing, in a chair or cross-legged or kneeling. Take a moment to see that your spine is as straight as you can allow it to be. Sitting up straight as a metaphor for aligning your very deepest potential with your highest destiny. So you're rooting down through your sitting bones and lifting through the crown of your head, making space between each of your vertebrae, allowing your hands to rest naturally on your lap, palms open to receive. Sitting up straight and finding stillness, allowing your body to be still, allowing this stillness to be a metaphor for not moving, from putting your stake in your ground, for your integrity and your freedom. Finding the place within yourself that does not move from its connection to the light within and without. Relaxing the body in its alignment, relaxing all the muscles, the face, the hands. And allowing the breath to be absolutely natural. Letting the breath move as it does. As a metaphor for allowing everything to be just as it is. And paying attention by having no relationship to the content of what arises in thought or feeling. Thoughts and feelings and sensations will come but you will not have relationship to them. Just allowing them and releasing them without engagement. Just dropping it and returning to your stillness. Maintaining the spine straight, being still, relax. With no relationship to the content of what arises. And just maintaining this openness for a moment. I'll just read a little bit from the Cherokee Feast of Days. This is the time to talk kindly to ourselves. When time and tinsel begin to depress, sometime alone is not a bad thing, and there's nothing wrong with being alone. Who is better company than we are? Who is more important to our well-being? Never say it is not worth the trouble to celebrate alone. When we are good friends with ourselves, we are good for others. This is a time to wrap two gifts. Put time and thought into the selection and into the paper and ribbon. Then give one of them to someone who most likely will not have a gift, and save the other to open later. The Cherokees are a close-knit tribe, but every person knows it is important to enjoy a time of perfect solitude and celebration. We need to know that when we all come together, we will have something to offer ourselves. And a quote by Chased by Bears. I must give something that I really value. Therefore, I promise to give myself, my body. So just taking your hands to your heart center, connecting to the self, connecting the small self with the higher self, with consciousness, love, however you perceive God or spirit. Feeling that connection. Gently bow your head in gratitude for the gift that you are, for the gift of your body and your breath and your life. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Blessed New Year. Happy 2022. 2022. It's going to be a good one. See you in, well, maybe once more before 2022 or in 2022. All right. Namaste.